today we're talking about belonging. Hello, welcome. Joyce Odidison here, coming to you with a well-being intelligent moment. And today we're talking about belonging. Belonging is one of those well-being competencies that often gets overlooked. But a sense of belonging is very important in your organization for employees to participate, for them to feel that they have a voice, for them to feel heard and valued. There is an exercise that I do when I'm out working with employees. So I may be at an employee conference, I may be speaking to an association group, I may be also doing a workshop or delivering coach training, leadership training to organizations. And I usually ask this question because I like to get a spur of the moment without any barriers, no boundaries, no repercussions. Let's get a sense of how you're feeling and how valued you feel at work. So I say, how many of you feel valued at work today? Put your hand up. And I will tell you, consistently, we do not get more than a 10 to 15% of the hands going up. That is a challenge. And when I say, what defines value to you? What would make you say that you're valued at work? And they consistently say, Joyce, I feel valued at work if I feel respected, if I have a voice, if I am considered of importance, if decisions are made, not just about me, but us as an employee body as a whole. And so as we talk about belonging, it's very important for us to remember that belonging is more than just writing it in the policy. So there's been a lot of talk about diversity, inclusion, equity in organizations, and more so since the pandemic. But one of the things that we need to continually remind employees of and leaders is that it's a two-way street. So as an employee, you need to do your part to ensure that you are showing up. And when I say show up, I mean you need to show up and be present. You need to be passionate. You need to show some passion, some care, some concern about the objectives of the organization. And you need to be ready to deliver. So it's a two-way street. I can't make you belong, but I can create an atmosphere for belonging. Belonging is something that it's a two-way street. So as much as I say you belong and I care for you and you are not willing to participate or be part of it, then it doesn't work. So the organization needs to do their part, ensuring that you are providing your employees with good benefits. You're providing them with opportunity to participate. You're providing them with opportunities to grow, to share, to have a voice. Then you are doing your part as an employer for belonging to happen. You're also ensuring that equity occurs in your organization. People don't feel left behind. People are supported. Your employees are supported. They have the resources they need to do their work. In one of our courses we do in relational leadership, we actually go through with leaders and say, are you providing employees with the tools they need to do their work well? If I come to work and I'm ready to work, I've put in the effort and I show up and I'm committed, but I don't have the tools and I don't have any support, or I cannot access the tools or have someone to communicate to or to share my concerns with, it doesn't really feel like I belong here. So it is more than just having a policy and say we're a diverse organization, we're an inclusive organization, all our employees are well taken care of. Are they really? Is there fairness and equity? Do some people have better privileges than others? And why? Why are others experiencing the workplace differently than others? Is it fairness and equity? Is it inclusive? Does everyone have an opportunity to share their voice and their concerns? And it's not that you are, and this is where we come in with consensus, because consensus doesn't mean that because you have a voice, everything is going to go your way and you're going to determine what happens in the organization. It doesn't work that way. Consensus means that you have a voice and you can share your concern, and I will listen and I will take them into consideration. Not necessarily that I'm going to make changes in regards to them that relate to them. So it's very important for us to remember that when we are working in a workplace, because sometimes employees get confused and say, well, I made this suggestion and nobody took heed of it. Well, your suggestion as one person doesn't necessarily give it clout. But if all the employees are saying the same thing and the organization is not, the leadership for whatever reason is not complying or paying attention or making changes, then your employees are going to feel like they don't belong. So it's important that you challenge your employees to show up with passion, show up with creativity, show up with a sense of willingness to do the work, to put in the effort, and to make changes, and to actually learn the new technology, but also to bring their human skills. Because one of the things we do here at Interpersonal Wellness Services is we talk about well-being as the human skills, right? Developing those human skills and competencies that are necessary to function in a digital workplace. The world has changed and our workplaces have changed. So we are going to need new skills to survive the new workplace, the digital workplace.